Hey, Robin, I am on a sailboat in New Bedford Harbor right now. This is the modern-day Sonny Crockett. Lives on his boat. This is Johnny Barnes. He is a full-time cop, part-time rock and roller, big legend in the 70s and 80s. Making a comeback. He's got CDs now. Not only that, he is a mystery writer. Take a look out the window for a second. We wanted to be outside in beautiful New Bedford Harbor, but, you know, it's raining. So we're on the boat, hanging out, chilling with Johnny, and you're going to meet this Renaissance man, cop, rocker, author, coming up on Robi on the Road. Jamming.
Mars is still going strong 8 times longer than expected.
And later, if they ever decide to bring back the show Cop Rock, we've got the new star. Meet him. It's Tuesday, and that means Robi's on the road.
Season, so there's going to be a lot of hunters out and about.
He's a rock and roller. He's a police officer. He writes mystery novels. He's a Renaissance man. You meet Johnny Barnes live from his sailboat in New Bedford Harbor coming up on Robi on the Road.
You live for your soul.
Every town has a story, and every Tuesday we send Dave Robichaud to find it in the segment we call Robi on the Road.
Well, today, Robi is rocking with a cop from the small town of Rochester. Hey, Robi.
Teddy, if you were around the rock and roll scene in Boston in the 70s and 80s, like I was, then you saw Johnny Barnes. He opened for some of the greatest bands like Roy Orbison, Bo Diddley, all kinds of people like that. Well, he's a cop, he's a rock and roller, and he's an author. And we have for you the story of Johnny Barnes. Johnny Barnes is a full-time cop and part-time rock and roller. When he's not packing a pistol, he's wailing away on his axe. So he's a rocker and law enforcer, but wait, there's more. Meet Johnny Barnes, mystery writer.
I've written the books, produced, written, and recorded the music, CDs, and work full-time as a police officer, but I'd like to direct.
Back in the 1970s and 1980s, Johnny was one of Boston's most successful and popular rock stars.
So here they are, Johnny Barnes and the Automatics, doing Rockin' the Night Away.
Some friends of mine kept saying, well, you're getting pretty good at the guitar. So I started a band, and we started playing in clubs.
Clubs like the Rat, the Beachcomber, the Paradise, and the Channel.
My band would open up for all the big name acts that went through there, and a lot of big name acts went through there. Roy Orbison, Jefferson Starship, and Bo Diddley, and the Stray Cats.
Back then, Johnny released vinyl records on his own label. 3 decades later, he's putting out his own CDs. And the reviews around Rochester, where he's a cop, are mostly thumbs up.
I've listened to his CD, which I thought was pretty good. I've read one of his books, which I thought was really good. Yeah, he's up and coming. He was even mentioned in the Inside Track in the Boston Herald.
I'll give you one get-out-of-jail-free card.
That's it. That's it.
I think I put them all in the center of the target, basically. It's just the first one that counts.
The truth is, Johnny will probably go through his whole career as a police officer without ever firing his gun in the line of duty. Here on the not-so-mean streets of Rochester, the calls are pretty routine.
Reported some hunters near residential property.
It's the first day of shotgun hunting season, so there are going to be a lot of hunters out and about. I'll go see what they're doing.
When Officer Barnes checked out the area, the hunters had apparently disappeared into the woods. Another day, another quiet shift on patrol.
There's not a whole lot of violence.
There may not be much violence on his full-time job, but there's plenty of blood and guts in Johnny's novels.
In a second, Jack pulled his .45 from his shoulder holster and shot Bob in the center of his forehead. The smell
His
was
first novel,
devastating,
Dead Men
getting
Talk, is
stronger
about a
each
Boston
time.
private eye tracking a
Jack
killer
leaned
through
back
Boston's
in
rock and roll
satisfaction
nightclubs. Before he was a cop, Johnny was a PI. You know about the rock and roll. Looks like art imitating life. Okay, you're looking out live at New Bedford Harbor, and we are inside Johnny's sailboat right now. This is the life, Sonny Crockett here, Mr. Cop Rock and Roller. So, of all the jobs, what's your favorite?
Well, I like writing the books. Hopefully somebody in Hollywood will pick up one of the books and make a movie out of it.
Yeah,
That'd be a thrill.
and hopefully you'll direct it, as you said. Okay, how can people get a hold of your books and your CDs?
On my website, www.johnnybarnes.com.
And quick preview of what the next book might be about.
It's called Dead on the Internet. It's going to have a background of a lot of cyberspace and murder and mystery.
Nice, a little intrigue. All right. Hey, so Ted and Robin, is he the Renaissance man or what? We met a lot of people on the road, Robi on the road, but he's the coolest.
Yeah.